Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I'm waiting for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on.
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to it.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Y'all come on in, baby.
Hey everybody, and we are back, and it's time to what? Get our just for another day and night of our point of view, bitch. We back. We back. Hey Coco. Girl, it took us some time. It took us a minute, baby. But look, we here, and we are the child. Look, baby, it's been a doozy, y'all. I want y'all to know it's been a doozy for me, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see that y'all are back. I hope that y'all share. Click like, click share. My damn AirPods are falling out my damn ear. Okay. Just can y'all hear me good? I hope y'all click like, click share, and we have a good night tonight.
So too.
Okay, I missed everybody.
Me too. It was 2 weeks, right?
Girl, 2 weeks out of
Right.
Yeah, it's been a lot, child. I've been going through some personal things over here in my life, but I'm dealing with it, and everything is okay. And
Yes, you ended up running into Barbara.
girl, hello.
Yeah,
Girl. Wow. Baby, if I tell y'all, it's been a task coming. I missed my birthday. Thank y'all for wishing me happy birthday. Coco, it's good to see you, girl.
It's good to see you too.
Child, it's good to be seen.
In the studio.
Girl, it's good to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Child, my voice a little raspy. Yeah.
Here too.
Don't let me in on this path.
That's it.
Don't leave me
That's it.
Okay, it's coming along. Child, after this, I gotta go to the Boom Boom Room. Y'all know, as usual, I have to go to the Boom Boom Room. But this week, we are celebrating my birthday tonight. I got some special performances, some people that's gonna perform for me and all that kind of stuff like that. So now I finally get to celebrate my birthday and get that going and all that. But I did have a blessed birthday. I did. I was at my mom's house, and all kind of stuff would start popping up, child. Flowers, balloons, and people, and all kind of stuff like that. So I was truly blessed. Usually I do something on my birthday. I have like a birthday show, a birthday party. I celebrate in a couple of cities. I do all of that. But this year I didn't do that, you know, because child, I was dealing with some stuff that we're going to talk about in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to let them know what's going on. Okay? Some joyous things.
The best
The best things for the boom. Okay. The best things for the boom. You know what I'm saying? And so I did have a great birthday. So thank you to everyone that had reached out to me and wished me a happy birthday, sent me flowers, sent me love, all kind of stuff. It was really kind of overwhelming because child, I don't they send the birthday wishes and all that kind of stuff on Facebook and we can get to some of them, but I had the time to like girl, I had the time to like literally sit up and like get to see majority of, but they kept coming. I don't have none on my teeth, dude. Do I got lipstick on my teeth? I just,
yeah, you do.
okay. I don't know, but I did get to see, so it was kind of overwhelming. Child, y'all know, y'all might think that like I got this hard exterior and stuff like that. I do have a hard exterior, but my interior is very soft. So I was at home boo-hooing, honey. Every time you look up, child, I was crying. And when I get a phone call, I'll break out crying because the love that I was getting from everybody, I was like, oh my God, child, it was like really overwhelming, child. Y'all just don't know. But I'm so, 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 so glad that, I am loved because I love each and every one of you for loving me back and stuff like that. Girl, y'all see my Selena Bam? Beanie, beanie, bum, bum. Y'all know I've always wanted to do a little Selena too, child. So I might go on and get me a little like piece in that little purple little cat suit. Yeah. That little purple cat suit. I'm gonna borrow the one that the girl wore at Miss Utopia. But anyway, anyway, yeah, girl, yeah, I'm gonna do it just like her, girl. It's gonna stop at my calves and everything. Child, but in July I will be giving up Glamorous Plush. I'm the emeritus for the plush division. I'm the only plus girl to win Miss Glamorous, and it is my 10-year anniversary. So it's fitting that I will give up Miss Glamorous Plush. It's a lot of contestants that's going to be competing for this contest. Y'all know y'all love to say that the big girls compete, and yes, they do, honey. They compete good, and they get their judge. So y'all come on down to Orlando, Florida, July 12th, and I think the 11th is Miss Glamorous Newcomer. You're gonna, that's your birthday. Yeah, so that Monday is the Newcomer division, and that Tuesday is the Plus division in Orlando, Florida. I will be there along with Miss Glamorous and Miss Glamorous Newcomer and Mr. Glamorous and the Glamorous Clan, and it's gonna be a glamorous weekend down in Orlando, Florida. And then later on, we go shoot down to Honolulu, Hawaii for Miss Universal Show Queen October 8th. I'm so, 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 so excited to begin. I'm not excited to give it up, but I'm excited to get back to Hawaii. That's what I'm excited about. And so I will be giving it up October 8th. If you interested in competing, please hit me up. I think we're taking the first 8 to 10 contestants. And it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a really good. I cannot wait to get there. I really can't wait. Leading up to that week, I think is Mr. America. Also, I really don't have the dates for that. Or Christopher will be giving up his title in Las Vegas. But I do hope y'all come down to Hawaii and celebrate with me. And then later on that month, I will be relaxing on another beach in Mexico for the Divas and Destination with a lot of the ladies there. I know Jenna Scott would be there and Mary Jane would be there. So whoever wins, I think Miss Gay USA probably will be there, and some other entertainers. It's going to be a good time. We all have a good time. It's beautiful rooms. Like I said, every room have an infinity pool. You get it's an all-inclusive resort, and cocktails, food, all of that is included. Anything extra you gotta pay for, but it's a great time. So if you're interested, hit No Boundaries Travel, and they will direct you into where you need to be. Ooh, excuse me. But if you want to advertise here with us at Our Point of View, please hit me up in my inbox, and I will send you the information that you need to have your advertisement here. We advertise anything, child. And so whatever you want to advertise, send it. It could be a video, it could be a flyer, or whatever, we got you covered over here, Our Point of View. Just hit me up, but I also need y'all to click like, click share, so we can get these viewers and all that kind of judge. And if you enjoy what we do here at Our Point of View, you can hit us up at $OPOV 2020 and show your love, because the money that we do get from you guys, and I thank you all for the ones that have donated to Our Point of View. That's going to help us get together and produce the finale show, which will be coming up later this summer. So right now, I'm going to bring in our panelists, starting with Neil Dupree.
Hey.
Hey, Neil.
I'm so glad to be back and get in the midst of everything.
We're so glad to be here.
Yes, hallelujah.
Yes, want to do it. And let's bring in Dominique Sanchez.
Girl.
Hi, Dominique.
Hey, y'all.
What's going on, girl?
Girl, I got a show tonight. They told me I couldn't sit in the office. So, girl, I'm literally sitting in front of somebody's house in my car.
Oh, girl, man.
Girl, I'm sitting in my car, and they looking out the window, girl. So I probably won't be here long, y'all. But this is my last Wednesday show. It has not turned out what I thought it was going to be. But this is my last Wednesday show with them, so I'll be at home from now on, girl. But listen, girl, look. Can't you see the house, girl?
Girl, yeah.
Girl, this is some ratchet shit I got going on. But girl, I said I had to come on and at least say hi to y'all.
So what you about to go to? You about to go back into the club?
Yeah, girl, child, listen. This is a long story. We gotta have an episode where we discuss the topic when gigs go wrong.
Lord. Well, let's welcome back Nicole Dupree.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
girl, I was hoping you'd hurry up and get me in here so I can tell you when you put that purple jumpsuit on, please make sure you get her shoes too.
Oh, girl, the shoes come with the outfit. The shoes got to come with the outfit now. I don't even want the cats who ain't coming with the shoes. Just now. It's good to have you back, Nicole.
Yes, it's good to be back. We got so much to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. And Trent is on set, you guys. He might tune in, he might not, he might be in the comments. So y'all know Trent is a working man, and when that set call, they don't know when they coming up off of there. But we do have a special guest that always watches the show and do stuff on his own page and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of glad that he's here. So let's welcome in Vita St. James, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Well, hey. Child, you the next Our Point of View panel, child.
I must have. Look. I just be talking.
You know, this is my new role partner right here.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time a couple weekends ago.
Yes.
And Nicole.
Well, welcome. You know, we know holds bar here over here at Our Point of View. Neil, what's been up with you these last couple of weeks?
You know, I do my same routine. I'm a routine person. So I do the same thing all the time. Play cards, go to work. Play cards,
go to raves, and all that stuff.
Yes. I do all that stuff. But it's the same things. I don't have no drama in my life. I ain't got into it with nobody. I ain't fought nobody. I'm just living my best life.
Oh, that ain't that a blessing? Nicole, how you been?
I'm okay, child. Just been in the process of trying to move and then in and out of town. So I'm just trying to balance all of that. I'll be so glad when I'm finally in there, when I can just sit down. You know, I can take my time fixing everything. I just want to go ahead and get in there. So I'll be in Dallas tomorrow, you all. So y'all be good to me and let me get up in something while I'm there.
Get into something.
I said get in something.
About she in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
And Dominique, how you been these last couple of weeks?
I have been well. Just maintaining, working hard. Honey, working for a nonprofit is a lot more than what I thought it was. Because what we do at my job, we help people with rental assistance and utility assistance and mortgages and reentry programs and stuff. Dealing with the public is a lot more than what I anticipated,
Yeah, they said that it is
especially
a
on
lot to
that
go
level.
for nonprofit. You gotta really love to do it, But you learn a lot, and it's good that you getting to help people. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
also have another special guest in the house. Let's welcome in Deidre Black.
Well, hello.
Well, hello. You see us
Deidre.
talking to you?
She don't even know she in here.
She don't even know she in there. Look.
Hey,
Hello.
Deidre.
Can y'all hear me?
No, we can barely hear you. You sound like you outside in your car.
Can y'all hear me?
I am in mine.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Check your audio stuff and come back with us.
Chevelle, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we're gonna bring on
There we go.
Deidre back. So but yeah, child, it's good to be back on Our Point of View. I know y'all been missing us. Now can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
What you mean you can't hear me?
We can hear you.
Wait a minute, honey.
Now we can't hear you.
Oh, okay, because girl.
Now you froze.
It's going in and out. Oh yeah, she froze.
Now what you done did to us, Deidre?
That's
Deidre messed around and got us hacked.
The spirit.
Oh, where'd Dominique go?
The spirit felt like it was gonna be one of those type of shows tonight. And it's gonna be one of those type of shows, and we're gonna push through it.
So, child, what are we gonna start off with? We may as well get it going.
Okay.
We can
Okay, hello.
She's back. Oh, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Deidre got us came in here and had spooked the internet, girl.
You got us hacked.
Girl, okay, so y'all can hear me good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Deidre. Who need to turn that jib down? Deidre, get it together. We're gonna bring you. We're gonna bring you, Jim, when you get it together. So listen.
Call us.
It's time for hot topics, y'all. It's time for hot topics. Child, so they had the Supreme Court hearing for Ketanji Brown over the last couple of weeks, right? And Senator Cory Booker had some very beautiful words to say about her when all the Republicans was speaking ill over her, making her feel some type of way. They made her cry. They talking over, very, very, very disrespectful to this young black woman. But he told her, that it's gonna be all right because he can see his ancestors and stuff like that for her. That he said you got here how every black woman in America who's gotten anywhere has done, being like Ginger Rogers. I did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards in heels, he told her. And then he also told her that it's hard for me not to look at you and not see my mom, not to see my cousins. One of them who had to come here and sit behind you. She had to have your back. I see my ancestors and yours. Nobody's going to steal that joy. Nobody's taking this away from me. So I feel, he was very, very emotional and while he was saying the speech, and you could tell like he was like bawling, crying, and he was like very emotional. And I just couldn't believe that they literally sat there and tried to demean that woman and tear her apart. What you think about that, Neil?
It's not surprising because that's the crazy thing. It's not surprising, and especially y'all senator out there in Texas, Ted Cruz. He's a damn idiot. He's an idiot, and I'm like, who the hell is keep electing him out there in Texas? Because this man just foolish, very disrespectful. But she's holding her own, and I'm sure her team prepped her to know that they were going to come in full force to attack her. And I'm glad that the black male said something for her, because I knew it wasn't going to be Tim Scott from South Carolina stand up to say something. So I'm glad that he did say something, because she is relatable. I mean, she looks.
You pause over there?
Froze.
Oh, because I was like, what? Nicole, how you feel about it?
I want to know, where was all this hostility and bashing when they was bringing in Kavanaugh and Amy? When they was getting mad at them, you know. Funny how quick the tables turned, though.
Vito, how you feel about it?
I think it's very disrespectful. I mean, like Neil said, she was prepared for it, but still, that don't make it right. She has all these qualifications, and they just attack her. It's crazy.
Very, very qualified. So
they did that comparison chart.
That's another thing that probably scares them too, because she is qualified to do the job.
Yeah, so they don't know what to do with that.
Yeah,
they don't know how to handle it. They did that comparison chart, and she had way more qualifications than any of the other previous ones.
She had more qualifications than the people who was asking her the question.
Yeah, that's what.
who was already sitting there,
Yeah.
And Dita, how you feel about that?
Well, whenever you're the overqualified black woman or whatever, they're always going to do anything they can to attack your credibility. You know what I'm saying? So, but she held her own.
She really did, and and she showed the reason why she should be there. And I feel like it was just so gut wrenching to sit and watch.
It was so heartbreaking. It was sad.
I really could not believe them people was like really sitting there doing that and making her feel like that. So when Cory Booker said what he said to her, that really, I'm sure it made her feel so relaxed after that, and know that somebody is here in my corner. So,
but was y'all surprised?
No,
no,
not at all.
I wasn't surprised at that.
But I didn't think that, as harsh as they were being, I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna go that far.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, the reality of it, she has the votes to get nominated. Even Republican senators have come out, or at least a female senator, come out and say, I am going to approve and support this nomination. So she has the votes to get in. They're just really showing characters. They're showing characterizations of themselves more so than anything.
As always. When is the vote?
I don't know. Whenever they finish their confirmation hearings, or whenever they finish interviewing her.
Oh, how long does that take?
I was just going to say that. Like,
I don't know. Hopefully it'll be in the next couple weeks.
So she got to keep being subject to being ridiculed and antagonized.
Yeah, but go ahead, push her through like y'all did Kavanaugh. Y'all was in such a hurry with him and Amy. Be in that same rush to get her in there.
Yeah, and that's probably another reason why it's taking so long.
And I want these people these same Republicans to bring up Clarence Thomas' wife and all the stuff she's been doing lately.
With her QAnon following self.
Yeah.
And so it's supposed to be like he didn't know he wasn't privy to the conversation that she was having with the guy. So do y'all believe that?
Of
Not
course
at all.
not.
No, he'll lie.
Yeah, I was saying that too. I was like, that's his wife, honey. He know what's going on.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
y'all got
lying then like he
y'all
was
got
lying
to the call.
with Miss Thing, with Anita Hill.
So, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, they will come to some type of decision, and she will be voted in, and we'll get what we need, and she'll sit where she needs to sit. You know. We did have some bad news in this past week, and this past couple of weeks also. Tracy Braxton of the famous Braxton family passed away from esophageal cancer at the age of 50. And Tony Braxton made a post today um, about her sister and how she felt with her passing. And her son's birthday is also today. Tony Braxton's son's his birthday is today. But it just broke my heart to see Trey. I was so taken aback when I woke up that morning and found that out that she had passed away. It was really sad because I didn't even know Tracy was sick. You
Me
know,
either.
Yeah, I didn't
I
either.
they never said
Mm.
anything about it or anything. So it just like truly like caught me off guard. And I can't eat. I like late. I sleep with the TV on, so it plays like over and over. So I just can't. And I wake up in the middle of the night and hear the Braxtons on, and I have to literally turn it because I can hear her talking in my sleep, and it makes me sad. Because I watched that show faithfully, and I love the Braxtons, and my heart goes out to them. They was such a tight knit family and close sisters. And then they're playing the episodes when Tracy is not in the best relationship with her sisters at the moment. So it's kind of like really sad to watch. But I know that they are a family that believes in God, and I know everything. I'm sure everything got better, and they worked it out. At least I pray that they did.
And it's one of those things that seem like, I mean, you hate to see your family member pass or anything, but this is probably a burden that the whole family had been carrying for so long that they couldn't really talk about publicly.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's probably a burden and weight lifted off of them as well. I mean, not, yeah.
And well, yeah, with that, but and I'm sure like all those fights and stuff, that probably had a lot to do with it too, and it was underlying stuff that they couldn't talk about on air that probably like stemmed to some of those fights. Because some of the stuff I was like, I really wasn't clear, why they were fighting,
The
because
way
they
they
would never
edited
say,
it.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so that probably was part of it. Somebody said Tracy, now she had cancer on the show, but she had beat it thin. I
Oh, so
vaguely
it came
remember
back.
that. And some Angelica said they kept it secret for almost 2 years.
Mm.
I know she had went to the doctor, but I don't remember what the episode saying that she had cancer. So my prayers are really, really with
But
the family.
that's
Go
just
ahead,
the
Deidre.
thing about cancer. It's such a silent killing. Like you can be in remission for a good while, and then it can come back so aggressive, and it just can just spread so fastly over your whole body, and just take you out like
Mm-hmm.
within a couple of days.
I hate cancer. I really do.
Yeah.
As we get older, we don't think about um, our friends, getting that type of sick. And I have a friend of mine that's dealing with cancer, and it really hurts me to see him go through it. Because we grew up together, and you just don't ever think that you will see your friend, go through the things that they go through. And like you said, you could be in remission and it'll come back. And so I've seen that happen, before.
Hmm.
So, you got to check on your friends and your family members and make sure they're okay. And you got to make sure that you check with yourself, as we get older. You can't be running around here, thinking you inevitable.
Right.
Especially these males, and especially these males over 40 need to get that prostate checked out.
Yeah, and definitely do that. And I had a friend, no, not a friend, I'm sorry. It was on the radio, that's what it was, the other day. And Ali Sadiq, comedian, they went to have, as a whole, him and some of the comedians and disc jockeys, they went to have colonoscopy. And he was like, he don't want to have to no, they went to have prostate checks. That's what it was. And he said he don't want to do that no more. He's not doing it. And no, but you have to do it. You know,
that's
he said
important.
he felt violated, but you have to do it. You know,
I think most people are really frightened, even myself included. Is really frightened of going and have it done and getting bad news. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, if you catch it in time, you can really stop it from. Yeah. So it's like a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go and find out you have it. You know what I'm saying? Because cancer is killing people faster than AIDS. So you
it
know.
really is. You know,
Yeah.
so
I was scared at first too to get mine, but I said if I got it, maybe there's so much out there right now. They could do something that'll take it away or get rid of it or something. The early prevention is the best. So
Yeah, definitely.
just go with it. It's scary, but you got to do it.
So I encourage you, anyone to go get your checkups, and if you're over 40 and you're a male, go get your prostate. Do what you have to do. If you're a female, go get your body checked out, because you'll wake up one day and figure out something wrong with me, and it'll probably be too late while you're sitting on it. So don't sit on it, y'all. Get them checkups and stuff like that. Also, in Florida, a young man was on one of the rides in Orlando, and he was a 14-year-old young man, and he was on that ride right there, and he fell out the ride. And that has always been. I love going to amusement parks and stuff, and that has always been like a fear of mine.
Me too.
And when
too, yeah.
I was bigger, when I lived in Orlando, and I went to Universal for the very first time, I got on this ride and it wouldn't click. And they said, "Oh, it clicked once, but so you should be all right." Let me out of here. So my whole goal when I first started losing weight was to lose the weight and go back to that ride and get it to click twice. And I lost the weight, went back to the ride, it clicked twice, and I would go when I first got there, I would ride it first, and before I leave, I would ride it again because I was excited about me being able to get on this ride. And that's just like a fear, like that's just not enough, and I can see, like, I know when they had a thing that go over here, they usually had the one that go between the legs to hook the bar.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have that. I never been on that ride before, and even Giselle Royale said she went, and she's like, "I'm never getting on that." And 2 days later, that happened. What you was gonna say, Vita?
I was gonna say for that ride, they just had the over the shoulder.
Yeah.
They don't have no middle. Oh.
Yeah. See, here's my issue with the whole situation. It's like after the accident happens, y'all want to complain about, oh, he was too big to be on the ride. Well, so you should have let him know that when he walked up to get on the ride.
Yeah,
that was their job. They dropped the ball with that.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they also have footage showing that the people didn't check his. That they didn't check his seat.
Right, because the girl come back and said, "Did you check it? Are you sure you checked it?" And you can hear the boy saying, "Yeah, I checked it."
It's a video of them filming them doing it, and they never went and checked his.
Right.
There's a video before the ride started.
Yeah.
You know how people are standing around recording the people before they get on the thing? It shows that they never went to his seat to check him.
But have y'all seen the actual video of him falling?
I couldn't do it.
No, I can't watch it.
No.
Oh my God.
My whole thing about that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just watched it last night, and it's very disturbing. Like you
My
hear
whole
his body
thing.
hit the ground so loud,
Mm,
My mom
like
that's
told
so
me
slap.
that.
sad.
I,
My whole thing
I,
about it, I was gonna say, is that if you know a bigger person is about to get on the ride, why would you not double, triple check that? Like that doesn't make sense to me. You checking everybody else, but you're not checking him.
But they don't play that at Six Flags. Cause when I was bigger, they told my big ass, ma'am, you ain't gonna be able to ride. Embarrass me in front of everybody.
yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been on plenty of that happen.
I,
That go ahead, Neil.
they do that when I was in Florida. I went to Jasonville to go skydiving with my sister, and it was her birthday. And they told her that she was overweight, so she couldn't do it. But the rest of us, we just went ahead and did it because, bitch, we are down here. But they showed to her, no, you're gonna be do this to us.
They told me that too, and I said, well, thank you, honey. I ain't gonna argue with you. Okay,
I'm sure I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm taking this embarrassment and going on.
exactly.
Excuse me, step over that person.
Okay, take that walk of shame.
No, no, ma'am. That's oh my God. I just like that's really sad. And so, and then I heard that he told someone before he got on the ride, if
Tell
something
my mom
happened
I
to me,
love him.
tell
Somebody,
my
something
mom I
happened to
love
me.
her.
Yeah, wow.
That's
That's so sad.
really. But they say he was 6'4",
Oh, he's a big
300.
boy.
He was
And that's another thing. Yeah, you see this big dude, you're not gonna check. I don't understand that.
Jesus.
yeah. You're supposed to check at least 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, they supposed to pull those things and make sure it clicks.
So
I
did
don't
they check?
even
Did the
like
video
when they
show?
try
Did
to
they
force
check?
it.
Yeah.
Well, the video. I didn't see them check it.
Oh, so they didn't check anybody.
And then I
And when
heard that it wouldn't even like lay
They didn't
right.
check him.
Mm.
They didn't check him because you can hear the girl in the background say that they didn't even check him.
mm-hmm.
Did they check everybody
And
around
and
him?
then just to think that he's the one who fell out of the ride, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when the ride completely stopped and the other people that was on his row had noticed he had fallen off, you should have heard them saying, "Get me out! Let me out!" They was trying to get off.
Yeah, I can't watch
It's
that.
heartbreaking. My heart goes out to his family, and he was visiting from what St. Louis or somewhere up Midwest, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but oh my God, child. So Justice Smollett got his verdict the other day, a little like guilty verdict, and he is got to serve 150 days in jail with 30 months probation. This is the video that they played once they served him the verdict.
I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
Sheriff?
Not profoundly arrogant.
Child, I think you're mad, Justice, but yeah, Nicole, how you feel about that?
I think that was the smartest thing he could have did was said that he wasn't suicidal. That way, for sure, they was gonna put him in solitary by himself. Because if not, if he'd end up in there somewhere with R. Kelly, and he would have been pissed. He'd have been pissed off and on.
I can only imagine where you're going with that.
Yeah, because that Kelly like boys too, but he's swole. What you think, Vita?
I don't know. I'm glad he said that too, because it would have been a whole situation if something happened to him and he came out, and that would have been a whole situation. So I'm glad.
And then if somebody would have gang raped him, then none of us would have believed him anyway.
No, and I definitely wouldn't have, because look at what you did.
Right, we can't believe anything he says, but I think it was smart for him to say it because I don't know if it's the prisoners or the people in jail would have been really after him, but the correctional officers, they would have really tried to attack him because of all the stuff he put the city through.
They probably would have paid somebody to attack him. Them officers, they be doing a lot.
And
They
I
would have
think
found
that's
somebody to give
because of
him
what
some
he
good
did to the
dick.
city. You know, they was gonna treat him like shit because of the fact of what he did. You know, the embarrassment that he did to the city. So it was gonna be more so the correctional officers than it is the prisoners than anything.
Yeah.
You know. But somebody said he out of jail. How he out of jail?
Yeah, he is. He is out.
He out? What is he on probation?
On
I
appeal.
think they they appealed it.
Is he on house arrest?
So,
He ain't on house arrest or nothing.
he probably is. I don't know what he on, but I know he's out.
Money is a powerful thing.
Hello. Hello. Money and privilege, baby.
Probably at home.
Money can get you out a lot.
Yep.
He got this sentence for 150 days and they appeal it and they let you out. I didn't know that I didn't know they can do
That's
that.
the thing.
You don't have his kind of money either.
No, I ain't got a quarter of what he got. But I ain't never had to have that happen to me no way, so I don't really don't give a damn about no appeals.
I would love to be at home with him, entertaining him during his house arrest, though.
Not entertaining him.
So he is.
What you gonna do?
We gonna do
he
everything.
gonna send you out to get Subway for him. He wanted a foot long.
I'm gonna feel this Subway.
James Conner.
Oh, you got it for him, baby.
Mac Truck. Mac Truck, baby.
Heavy.
I'm ready for this.
Oh Lord, but
honestly, people have did far worse and got far less. You know what I'm saying? Trump lied the whole way through, and look what he had.
The more money you got,
and he had the house.
He had the house killing.
Anyway, with his Russian wife. Okay. Trans swimmer Leah Thomas was the women's college champion. Should she be able to compete for the what did she do, Neil? Because I wasn't really kind of following this. This was during my downtime.
It was like the 500 meters free fall. I mean, yeah, freestyle.
Free fall.
Freestyle.
Yeah.
Look how far distance they are from her, and now that's just tired.
And where is number 2? Is she the winner?
They all over there in the corner over there. Look like
all them over there.
Oh, number 2. Oh.
Well, girl, she's 9 feet tall.
But do y'all think that she should be treated equally? Because since she's transitioning.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You know what? Because I don't have enough of this. I really have, and I know some people are not gonna like what I'm about to say, but it is the truth.
Now.
Some stuff, stop inviting yourself to all these different parties. You can't be a part of everything. Now you know right. Damn well if you sitting up here 25 feet tall, racing against you long as half of the pool. Yeah, I'm gonna win. So y'all mean to tell me y'all gonna be all right if LeBron transition and then he want to go play for the WNBA? Now y'all gonna have a problem with that.
Absolutely.
This motherfucker standing up here with a swimsuit on, ain't even tough. Hell no, you ain't supposed to be over there. No.
That's what I kept trying to adjust my eyes. I was like, is she tough?
Bitch, he look like he only got on a wrestler costume.
Yes, God.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, I totally disagree with transgender competing with the women. Because
y'all ain't got no business with that.
Yeah,
if you wear a size 14 and you running track, you got me beat by 10. These women got 6. Wear size 6. And you want 14?
She don't even gotta do nothing.
No, she can walk. And
I'm still at the fact that you long as the pool.
Bitch, she half the width of the pool. All she got to do is stroke twice. She on the other side.
She just gotta push. Just push one more.
Oh my God!
Everybody ain't supposed to be in every arena. No.
That's
I'm
right.
sick of it.
I agree.
And if we can't figure out and just say what we are, how the hell you think you're gonna get the world to do it when we don't even know? We LGBT, ABCDFGHIJKLMNPQRSTUV. It's something for everybody. So we all how we gonna explain to them and we don't know?
Because they keep adding the letter every other day. So I've said that includes everybody. Because some heterosexual is part of that letter. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like the ones walking around looking like what is it? What was his name? Jamie Foxx. What he did? When he was doing Wanda.
Yeah.
You got hoes walking around looking like that and mad because somebody said you can't go in the women's bathroom. Well, bitch, I'm calling you about what you appear to me.
What?
See, that's the only one who got them been the only ones who be having the real problem with that stuff. Cause see, I've been walking around going in women's bathroom for years. I ain't had nobody say nothing to me.
Me either.
So the only one complaining about it is the ones who look like dudes going in women's bathroom.
Have y'all seen the video of the man at the convenience store, and the clerk was calling her sir, and
the white man.
Yeah, and start throwing stuff and stuff like that. See, that kind of stuff
that
like
voice.
that. Yeah.
I'm a woman. You're gonna call me a woman.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Bitch, and he built up like Lou Ferrigno, like the Hulk.
Baby, you didn't look like a hint of a girl, like a girl I used to know a long time ago.
You're gonna respect me, buddy.
But we supposed to respect them, and and respect their transition and all that kind of stuff. Seeing stuff like that worries me. So I just like, okay, well, hey, that's why I say girl to everybody. So
Sometimes you like hesitant of really speaking on certain things for the sake of allowing people to be themselves and exist in this world how they want to identify. But sometimes it's kind of convoluted, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you confuse the people. Like if you saying I'm not a girl, I'm not a woman, I'm him, I'm he, they, you know what I'm saying? It's like confusing to people. Like they don't understand. So it's like for the people that take this seriously, you know what I'm saying? It's like a mockery almost.
It's very confusing to me with the they and stuff like that. I really don't, and I have a friend that's non-binary, and sometimes she has to sit and explain to me, like, okay, who you today?
I go by this, or
yeah.
What am I supposed to? So I'm gonna just she you all the time, even though you feel like today you're supposed to be a boy. I'm like, okay, I can't get jiggy with that.
Right.
I don't know. Even like with some drag queens, when they out of drag, don't call me girl. It's hard.
Yeah. I had to learn that the hard way myself.
I'm sorry, but it's kind of hard, for me to do that.
So when Vita you out of drag, what do you prefer people to call you?
Well, see, back when I was doing drag regularly, I would get so mad when people called me Vita outside of drag. I would get so mad, but now I don't care.
And then, like,
I think it just comes with the territory. Like, people know you as your drag name, so yeah, they're gonna call you as your drag name out of drag. So I just think it was part of a learning experience, and I used to get so mad, but now I don't care.
Well, I think out of respect, the only way I would call you Vita out of drag if I didn't know your boy name. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect, I would want to call you what you want to be called. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's how it should be. But, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't know your name, but I knew you as Vita, then I will be subject to call you Vita. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know your boy name.
But I do respect the fact that someone would say, call me this, whatever. Tell me, so I know that, because other than that, girl, hey,
That's all you know as. That's all you know the
so
person as. Yeah.
what am I supposed
That's
to
why
do?
with me, everybody is, hey, baby.
Hey, sis.
Hey,
Okay.
boo. Hey, baby, how you doing?
That's what
Avoid all that
when I be at
confusion.
Pageant, I say when I be at Pageant, like, hey you.
And they probably was like, why are you calling me you? You don't know my name?
I don't know if you want me to call you girl today or not. So, like, a boy or whatever. And no, I don't know your name because I know a lot of people. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back.
Andy Shirley,
amazing.
jack this up.
Amazing.
Auntie, spell it. What is it again?
Amazing. Amazon.
Daddy, come here.
Amazing.
Oh, okay. Daddy, come here.
Yeah. I'm not stupid.
Oh, you not?
Amazon. Amazing. Now tell her that's amazing.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna tell you see them right now?
Sure.
Amazon, amazing. Well, what is it?
What's the biggest company around here that ship goods to your house?
Shit, I don't know.
Huh?
Amazing.
No. They bring, they like UPS, FedEx, and what's the other one?
I guess it's amazing.
Shirley. You ain't never got no package
I was
from them?
trying to get her something.
We done
from
sent
amazing.
some stuff to you.
But it's amazing. Look at him. She put my name on the account. I was trying to see what they had.
And what is it called again?
I'm going to shut up.
I'm going to need you to sound that out. Sound that out again.
Amazing. Y'all think I'm so stupid.
Ain't nobody called you stupid.
Take your time.
Amazon.
It's Amazon.
Amazon.
Well, y'all pronounce it a different way, but
that's the only way.
That's the only way.
Amazon. Them boxes they bring, ship stuff to your house. I mean, you order stuff through Amazon.
And then she looked defeated. It's Amazon.
That's all it is. They're amazing. But it's called Amazon.
Girl, I am outdone.
My favorite part is when she say, y'all pronounce it a different way.
You gotta get you a piece of what she say. When she said, I'm not stupid, and her daughter say, you not.
You're not.
Oh, you not.
And then she come back again and say, because she's so sure. Oh, y'all think I'm so stupid.
She say, it's amazing. Baby, I tell you, that took me. I watched that over and over and over because I just could not stop laughing at her. She say, amazing. Y'all see it?
Girl,
she said, I've been wanting to order something from Amazing.
20 times.
Mm-hmm.
She'll take the on and off, because I'm not seeing what y'all seeing. Y'all pronouncing it different. So a couple of weeks ago, Miss Black America and Mr. Black America Newcomer Jr. and all that happened. Congratulations to the court. Who won, y'all?
Ebony Sherry.
Emily
Van Michaels.
And Taco.
Valentino.
And the Jareed is a newcomer boy. I'm not sure the girl name.
And Jareed, congratulations to the new Black America Court. It was a great pageant. It was a long pageant. Very long pageant. But I have to honestly say they got good reviews, and we didn't have no backlash afterwards and all that kind of stuff like that. I guess everybody enjoyed the pageant. So shout out to Benny and the people behind the scenes in the Black America Court and Chris Higgins and everybody for a great Black America weekend. Everybody, the pageant was really good. I watched it through. Thank you, Vita.
Okay.
For sharing stuff.
So
So that's how I got to watch the pageant and all that kind of stuff. So I really thought it was good. Did you go, Neil?
I went Friday, and my window got bust out Friday in the parking lot.
Crazy.
And then I didn't go Saturday, and then I went Sunday. So
And
I mean, I enjoyed the contest from what I was watching. I enjoyed it.
oh yeah, I was asleep doing that fun. What the hosting was given?
Who was hosting?
It was Stasha and Natasha was hosting.
The whole pageant?
Yeah. I believe so, yeah.
So okay, so let me say this about the pageant. What I did see. I personally, for years people say, "Oh, Black America is like boring." I don't think the pageant itself is boring or the system, but some of the contestants are really dated, which makes it boring. So I don't think it's the pageant itself. I think some of the contestants make it boring.
I think, going off of that, I think people that say that are comparing it to Universe too much, and they're two completely different systems. So I think a lot of people that say that Black America is boring is comparing it to Universe too much. That's just my personal opinion.
I can kind of see that.
Because
Nicole,
everybody knows Universe is lit, hype all the time.
Yeah. And I mean, I see it as two different pageants. Like, I see one pageant, I think of gospel, churchy, traditional. Other pageant,
more edgy, more
But I do think that some of the contestants, like in particular, like sportswear for Plus, I felt like I looked at the same sportswear, just in different fabrics for a lot of the contestants.
I can see that.
So,
yeah.
So it was.
You think that they need to broaden the idea?
Yeah, I think because I think the pageant system itself is attempting to do things to stay trendy and edgy, but
I think that they try to keep it in tradition of what Black America be looking for. So they try to keep their sportswear on their edge, but they try to kind of bring a little edge to the sportswear, but not too much edge because of what Black America, I guess, looks for. I don't know. I've only ran once, and that was over 20 years ago. So I don't know what, but I do see. I can kind of see what you're saying, Neil. Nicole, what you think?
I don't really go to pageants to watch them. I just go to tip.
To tip. You always got a tip. That's for sure.
So, and Deidre, you were a contestant. How was your experience at the pageant?
Oh, the 2 years that I competed was amazing. I had a really good time. I didn't have no problems. Everything ran smoothly both years. I was in 2013 and 14, I believe. Yeah, I enjoyed myself both times. So I don't have anything.
And what about you, Deidre?
I think me coming out of retirement, I had wished that the pageant would have went a different way. I didn't see myself not placing. I don't know what happened, and nobody could give me a definitive answer on what happened. And so I was just confused. I don't judge myself, so I can't say that I didn't have any flaws, because I'm sure I had flaws. We all had flaws. You know what I'm saying? You can see the flaws on each other when you're in the back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know how they was judging me to the point where it was a top 4 and it was a tie for second runner up, and I didn't even make the top 4. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that was disappointing for me. And there was a lot of things in preparing for the pageant that happened to me that kind of knocked me completely off my game, and I guess we'll talk about that later on in the show. But and so it made my experience daunting and very tainted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my headspace was kind of like I was fighting to stay in the groove because right before presentation, I was backstage naked in tears. You know, because I didn't have a dress.
You couldn't
Well,
tell
you know,
from
the
that
positive.
presentation.
Y'all said before. I mean, we'll get into that later. That what you talk about. But did your presentation was the speech alone was so good. I mean, I just enjoyed the speech because it was
different and it was refreshing, and that's I feel like when they changed it to speech, I feel like that's what they were looking for.
Oh, so
I
now
don't know,
they
obviously.
didn't change it to speech. Y'all can do speeches now.
Yeah, speech instead of question.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no question and answer.
No, they took question and answer out.
But I do
and we
miss
just had
question
interview.
and answer though. I kind of do miss question though.
I miss question and answer, and I also miss the presentation parade. I think that they really need to bring that presentation parade back. I didn't like it when it was one person. Everybody loves to see everyone together comparing.
Yeah.
Okay, so explain to me the speech thing now.
And probably with them coming.
Go ahead, Nicole. Finish what you were saying.
Probably with them coming back from a two almost 3 year hiatus from Black America with the pandemic and stuff. I'm sure they were trying to make some new innovative changes to the pageant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But they're gonna have to, in my opinion, they're gonna have to do that with the judges also, because it's like we are evolving, you know what I'm saying? And so like people are trying to bring a newness, you know what I'm saying? So like some of the judges are still caught up in back in the day, you know, so to speak, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so I was trying to like kind of like bleed them with a little old school and a little new school, you know what I'm saying? So it just didn't work out for me.
My question about that is that, and I was talking to someone about this at Continental because they have a lot of older judges there. How do you, if you want experienced judges, how do you not have, are you saying like, for example, are you saying like not so many experienced older
Yes, you have to
judges,
have a little bit of both, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and the judges was predominantly people that has judged for years, you know what I'm saying, like the same systems over and over and over and over again. And I think that's one of the biggest problems in pageantry. We use the same people all of the time, you know what I'm saying? And I think that needs to change. And that's just my personal opinion. Don't always use the same people for every pageant.
Yeah.
But you know, I do think you can be experienced and trendy too. It's some people that are, I think, traditional and they're experienced judges, and they say, you know, I've been doing this for 20, 30 years, and they're stuck in those ways. But it's also people that have been doing it for 20, 30 years who can also keep up with the times and the trends of today. And,
yeah, I agree.
You know,
I think they aren't on panels as much as those particular people should be. But I believe that there are, like you said, there are people like that.
Tariko said the idea was to give everyone an opportunity to be judged on their speaking ability. Others might not have made it to question and answer. Okay. So that's why y'all did the speeches.
I guess. But they had like these components that what they wanted us to hit. Like they wanted us to definitely say where we was from, our sponsors, and why did we want it to be Miss Black America. And so the scaling was like 0, 10, or 5. And so like if you hit all of those, then you will get a 10. And if you miss one, you'll get a 5. If you miss 2, possibly 0, just depending on the judge. And so for me, I had already written my speech, and my speech was so long. When I found out we had to say all that, I was trying to figure out a way to incorporate why I want to be Miss Black America, and it just didn't fit. And so I said, you know, with me going through what I was just going through, I had so much in my mind. I said, I don't want to fuck up and I'm trying to add this in. So let me just do it the best way I can. And so once I said my speech, I kind of like walked away from the mic and walked back and said why I want to be Miss Black America. But by that time, they had already given me 5s because they thought I forgot.
Oh well, I thought that part was sickening. It didn't even look like you forgot it. It looked like it was a part of it looked like it was a part of the speech.
That's what it was supposed to look like.
I feel like I don't understand. How do you know, like, for a fact that they judged you before you walked off stage?
Well, that's what one of the judges told me. You know what I'm saying? Well, 2 of the judges, even the head judge was like, "We thought you had forgot." You know what I'm saying? To say it, you know.
But shouldn't judges be judging after the person walks off stage?
That's what I was thinking.
You were still on stage, so I mean, it wasn't over. It's not like you walked off stage and walked back on.
Right.
What are you gonna say?
I actually enjoyed the presentation speech from like everybody. I enjoyed Plus more so than any other division. But
that's what a lot of people were saying.
The presentation speeches I enjoyed, like almost everybody's presentation speech I enjoyed. That wasn't really I didn't have a problem with presentation speech because I enjoy hearing people talk on the microphone, and they hype the crowd their way. I can see why people would want everybody to come out to collectively together, because at Black America and Black University and a lot of pageants, presentation, when they come out together, it kind of hypes the audience up because you see all the stuff together, and it's like, oh bitch, you taking me up one by one. But I don't know. I kind of enjoyed the presentation speech. I just like question and answer too.
Yeah, I agree. I like the presentation speech.
I didn't even know they had speech because I didn't get to see that that part of the pageant. But I can't wait to go back and watch it.
But I do want to give a shout out to Valentino, who I enjoyed. Valentino, Ebony, beautiful gown.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
Yes, Envy Van Michaels, who won. I mean, gown, beautiful gown. Beautiful. I mean, talent. Mm-hmm. I was happy for a few people, but I was happy that Envy won because I just like Envy as a person. She's a nice person.
Oh, you don't like me?
I do like you. I would be saying the same thing for you too, but I'm saying, Envy
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Shout out to my daughter Joella Puss.
Now, honestly, I really wanted my sister to be there Saturday night because I extended an homage to her. I was paying respect to Nicole, and she wasn't there to see my talent.
I was in St. Louis.
He was in St. Louis.
Yeah,
but I did it before, so I kind of know how it went.
No.
Deidre, you did have. Oh, before I go on, like I was saying, I want to give a shout out to my daughter Joella Puss remix, who does like a lot of remixes for the drag girls and RuPaul Drag Race girls and me and a lot of people. You shot your first campaign with Patrick Starr, your beauty campaign. So congratulations to you on that. I'm proud of your daughter. So Deidre, you did have a little run in with one of your stylists or somewhat Anthony Weaver, and he made this beautiful dress, and I thought it was gorgeous. I didn't know that anything went wrong. I didn't know that you had the issues. Your hair looked thick, old, mean.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
It just the whole look was everything, and I knew where you got it from, and I thought it was everything. So then you made a post later on after the fact that you had some issues with getting your dress, and you got it like 2 minutes before you walked on stage. So tell us about that, and quickly.
Okay, so I had already heard things about him before I went to him, and I was watching a lot of stuff that my niece was wearing. I was just like so floored at her outfits and so at her garments. So I said, I think I want him to do something for me. And so I got in contact with him. We talked. And so I wanted to have a pre-conversation with him so that, you know, we can cover all our bases. And so I sat down with him and I told him, I say, look, I'm not a hard person to work with. You know what I'm saying? Just communicate with me, keep an open, honest line of communication, and we'll get along just fine, and we can continue doing business with each other. He said, okay, I understand that. No problem. Okay, when we started doing business or whatever, once I paid him, because I was thinking like, okay, do I want to do this? And so he was getting ready to go to the Queen pageant. His lover was doing that pageant. And so I don't know if he needed money. I don't know what the situation is, but he started rushing me like, I just want you to know that if you don't pay your deposit, you're not on my roster. So I was like, well, okay, you know what I'm saying? Cool. You know, so let me go ahead and send him his deposit. So right off the rip, I sent it to him or whatever. And so we got my material, whatever, and you know, he supposedly have started cutting it out or whatever. So when I went to him the first time or whatever, the stuff wasn't cut out yet. And so when I got there, he made me sit and wait while he cut it out. And so I was like, well, shouldn't this had already been done before I got here? I was like, do I have to sit here and wait? So I sat there and I waited or whatever. And when we was supposed to do our next fitting, he would never answer the phone. So I kept calling everything I could, social media, everything I could use to try to reach him, but I could never reach him. And so he did that a couple of times. And so, you know what I'm saying, I was talking to people about it, and I was like, should I say something to him about it? And they was like, yeah, we think you should. So I did. And I was like, look, Anthony, I think you're extremely talented, but this thing of you not answering the phone, that's just not working with me. I can't do business like that because I'm just coming back and I need to know, okay, when we're going to have fitting, if you're going to be here, if you're not. And he was like, well, I just don't answer my phone because I work 2 jobs and I be sewing or whatever. So I just keep my phone on silent. So I was like, well, that's not how you treat your customers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be able to get in contact with you or whatever when I'm going to be on my way. I don't want to make a dummy trip over here or whatever. So it kept going like that. So he was getting ready to do whistling or whatever. So I extended him grace because I know how it is when you're competing for a pageant. Although he took on my business, he should have still rightfully been working on my stuff. But I didn't bother him for 2 whole weeks while he was getting ready for wrestling. I didn't call him or nothing. So after the pageant, I did call him. And I said, okay, wrestling is over. Can we go ahead and start finishing my stuff? And he was like, yes. Needless to say, to make a long story short, all the way up until the time of the pageant, I bought all these stones and everything to go on my dress. I was supposed to have this cape that went with the look or whatever. And he just was like, I would get there, I would have to wait outside for 10 minutes, and he'll tell me to be there at 7 o'clock. Then I'll call his phone after I've been outside for 10 minutes. And I'll say, where you at? I've been out here for 10 minutes. Well, I'm in the shower. Well, why did you tell me to come at 7 o'clock and then get in the shower at 7 o'clock? So when he do come and open the door, I still have to sit and wait for him to finish sewing or cutting the stuff out. Okay, so we get to the week of the pageant. I still don't have my stuff. So he was at the pageant Saturday night. So somebody told me they saw him. So I called him. I said, listen, you said you would have my stuff ready for me Thursday. That didn't happen. So can you please come up here to my room and finish the dress? No, I'm not going to come tonight, but I'll be there Saturday morning because I took off work for you Saturday and Sunday. So you'll have me all day to yourself. Okay. The next day came, I called him, which was that Sunday. He answered the phone. He said, I'm on my way. I'll be there. So that was at 9 o'clock. He didn't get there. I called back at 1:30. I'm on my way. He didn't get there. I called back at 3:30. He sent me a picture of him in traffic. He said, well, this I'm in traffic. I can't do nothing about this. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if you had came at 9 o'clock when you told me you was going to come, you wouldn't be in traffic.
So was this the day of the pageant?
This the day of the pageant.
So when did you end up getting your dress?
I got my dress. We supposed to check in at 5 o'clock. He called me at 5 o'clock. He said, I'm here. All my stuff is set up in my daddy room so just come down here. I said, well, Anthony, I got to check in now. And so I said, well, the money, can I leave for a minute? And the money told me I could. So I went upstairs. My dress was laying on the side. It still wasn't finished or whatever. So he put me in the dress. No stones was at the top, or just a little bit. And the little stones you see on the side, he started hot gluing them on me. Hot gluing them. And so I didn't say nothing to him because I didn't want to piss him off and just make him stop because he was throwing all in talent costume. So I'm like, how he gonna finish my dress and do in talent costume? So I knew it was finna be some shit. So I went downstairs. I was upset or whatever, so I was trying to calm myself down. Then they started calling for the contestants, and everybody started lining up for the national walk. So I'm sitting there. The contestants are dressed, and I have my panties and bra and my body on or whatever, but I don't have a dress. So I'm calling him. He's not answering. I'm texting him. He's not answering. So I'm like, please, can you just have somebody bring me my dress because the pageant is finna start. And so I'm sitting there. So now at this point, I done start to cry. So the people are coming out of the line and they're trying to console me or whatever. What's wrong?
So I don't want to cut you off, but I have to cut you off. So the pageant store and you don't have no dress.
Right.
I would have dropped out.
I couldn't because I've been through too much, and
I don't care.
I had to try to put my mind that I'm going to persevere somehow. And so the dress didn't walk in.
I'm glad you went on. I'm glad you went on. But like you said earlier on, you weren't in your right frame of mind, and you couldn't get your gist together. You in the pageant.
But Chevelle, you also got to think this 2-day pageant, so you already did half the pageant the day before.
Yeah.
And how I roll, if I didn't go to registration with everything, I'm not competing. And I don't care if they bringing me the dress here. I can't do it because I got to get
because you're mentally not
in my mental state that I'm finna compete for a pageant. This is not a club pageant. This is a national pageant. And I need to cross my T's and dot my I's because guess what? You're coming off of an hiatus.
That's not true, BJ. That's not true.
And you're coming off a hiatus and you want it to be a certain way and you want to look a certain way. You want everything to go over a certain way. You want to come out the winner. So you got to get in your right frame of mind. So when you don't have all of your things, you shouldn't be competing. So when you went to registration and you didn't have anything, you didn't have one of your categories, I'm not competing. And that's just that. I don't know how a person could do that. And I know the preparation of it all, but that's part of the preparation is to have your things way ahead of time.
So Deidre, was this the presentation that you wore or you wore a backup presentation?
This is the presentation that I wore. To the people, you can tell that the presentation he did a great job still with it. You know what I'm saying? For me to be able to put it on, but it wasn't finished.
It wasn't stone.
The thing is,
it wasn't completely stone. Like a lot of my stones that I gave him, he didn't put it on the dress.
So yeah, because from the outside person looking in, it looked nice. Now your vision for this gown.
Yeah.
You know your vision for this gown, but we don't know your vision for this gown.
Right.
And it looked nice from the outside. So
it looked nice, but the first thing I noticed was it.
Not that this matter, but one thing I don't like when people call me a liar. I can be a many things, but one thing I am not, sweet baby, is a liar. Now, you may be privy to that day you came when I showed up a little late, that one day, but you don't know my preparation throughout this whole time. So how can you say I'm fabricating anything, sweetheart? And I don't even want to go back and forth with you because to me, you are a child. To me. But I just need to let you know, baby, I don't have to lie about a damn thing. Period. Period. And I'm not lying.
And I just think that
speaking of,
I just think that if a person is doing a pageant and you are a pageant person yourself, you know how it is to want your things and you want your things to be right and you want your things to be on time. And if you can't do that or produce that, I think you should let the person know that, this is what's going on. I'm kind of strapped for time and such and such and such and such. That type of thing. But I commend you for going on stage, Deidre. And from the outside looking in, we couldn't really tell. But I know your vision for what you wanted to do and produce. So me, if I can't produce that, I wouldn't be able to do it. What you was gonna say, Neil?
Just coming up from an age under Sasha Valentino, like I can remember Sasha having her stuff weeks before the pageant, like always. And I can remember playing in her evening gown at her house off Claremont Road, her burgundy gown with the bustier. And me, her, and one other, because we used to play in the gown as she was getting ready for Continental, because she was like, I need to play in this gown, get the gown ready. So the notion of even going to a competition and not even having your stuff prepared for you is like, that's like a big X to me. Because going into a competition, you should already have your stuff ready.
Yeah.
And I see that they, like BJ is saying, so many people haven't experienced this and this and other. Okay, so I've heard of many things, like Deidre said, she knew the reputation or whatever that she was getting into. So that's a mark right there, because I've known for him to do stuff for people and not produce the garment, and he's actually been on the news before. In Dallas, did it to
Not
a
the
team.
news.
Yeah,
Oh.
like so it has been said that he hasn't produced stuff like that. So I wouldn't have went to him first of all, and he's amazing, like with what he does with dresses. I love his work, but I just no, not when I'm getting ready for competition. That's not. I wouldn't go to him knowing the track record, not for competition. I would have to do a different route. So, and I see that, it's a lot of people in the comments saying this is not what happened, this is not what happened. But this is her, view of what happened and, with him and y'all, like she said, everybody's not there through the whole step of the way.
Yeah, I feel like, especially if
I would be, you can go ahead.
I was just saying, especially if there's a track record with a certain designer or hairstylist, dresser, whatever, like I feel like more people should take that into consideration. I mean, not saying, teacher, that you didn't, but saying that you should take that into consideration, because obviously if it's more than 2, 3, 4, 5, then it's probably true.
It's not that I didn't think it was true, but I wanted to have my own experience with him to give him an opportunity to drop the ball or whatever. But I didn't think that it would happen to this magnitude, you know what I'm saying, with my experience.
I think that more people, us as performers, should just take that into consideration and find somebody else at the top. Like if they have that much track record, I mean, odds are it's probably true.
So okay, let's play devil's advocate. And Deidre, y'all had these meetings, y'all did X, Y, Z. Did you pay him in full? Because that was it. Like I want to say somebody mentioned that. Like was he paying?
No, I owed him at the point of him bringing me my dress. I still owed him a balance when he brought me the dress. But I was not going to pay him when I got my things and everything I had went through with him, and then my dress still was not finished. My cape was not finished. My cape was not hemmed. It was not put together. The stuff that I had bought, I spent a lot of money for stones and stuff to go on my stuff, and it was not on there.
Never made it on.
You know what I'm saying? So you have somebody come with your garments in their hands. It wasn't in the garment bag like professional. You know what I'm saying? Like they just rushed my stuff to me. It just. I was just over it by that time. So no, I was going to show him that no, you played with me this whole time, and so now I'm going to play back with you. Okay. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I wanted to have a great rapport with him.
So I'll say after it was all said and done, you should have took the stuff back, had him finish it, and then you should pay him the money. BJ, you talking about his track record and this, that, and the other. I understand that you can't negate the fact that he has had problems with people before. Y'all can't negate that. I don't care if he do have people on Drag Race and all that and the finalists and all of that. He's good at what he do. He's really good at what he do. But there is some type of neglect there, and y'all got to own that too. So Deidre was at fault at some point for that, whatever she played in, and so is he, because he did not finish her garment. Period. And so y'all need to stop saying she wrong, this, that, and other, because I would have been mad too, because I would have had to drop out the pageant. You know.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter what Drag Race girl that he did it.
Y'all want to throw up the Drag Race there.
Like,
who cares if he got that on there?
He probably was doing something for her for the finale. That's why he couldn't finish her stuff. Like,
but he's
so
still,
like
really... his daddy. He's making stuff for his daddy. Like she said, he was making daddy costumes too. If you over exerted or whatever, let somebody know that.
Just say that, yeah.
You know, just
so they
say
can figure out a different way.
As a although I don't even do pageants, but just peace of mind, you should have your stuff together a week or so before the competition.
At least
that was the plan. I mean, of course, I've been competing in pageants. That was the plan, but it didn't work out that way.
Hold on, I want to tell you this.
I know that's stressful, because I can remember Nicole at USA not having her gown, and it was just you got to have your stuff together, because these people will stress you out. So
but you also got to have a backup too. If you know that. Mm-hmm. No, I need to go back to that. You took it down. The overbooking, yes, he was wrong, but it's not the place to blame all on him. The garment wasn't finished.
Well, okay, so what blame do I need to take?
Deidre, don't. I don't need to rebuttal. She paid him to do a dress. She paid the deposit. So the thing is, when you finish the product, I'm gonna bring you your balance, and it got to be right. Period. I'm gonna give you your money. We can go on. So there was no finished product, but she wore the dress anyway because the form and everything was together. It just didn't have the stones and all that with the cape and everything that belonged with it. So that was his fault. That was his fault. Period. So anyway, the week after that, Miss Glamorous happened. And Roxy Andrews is the new winner of Miss Glamorous. The first runner-up was Alicia the Witches. And I can't recall the girl's name that was second runner-up. But congratulations to Roxy Andrews. It was a lot of turmoil on internet. Everybody was upset that Alicia Lee the Witches did not win. And everybody had their views and how they figure the pageant should have went. Roxy's $10,000 richer. And they also have Alicia
sounds
Lee
like
Witches
such a familiar conversation.
And Alicia Lee the Witches went home to the palace and was crowned Miss Glamorous Palace because they felt a little need to be a little petty. So they crowned her, I guess, the following week, Miss Glamorous Palace, and she they gave her a crown and all that kind of stuff like that. But I don't think they gave her $10,000.
I was about to say, how much did she get?
They didn't give her $10,000. But people were saying that they didn't think that she should have won. If you look at it, she won the pageant, period. You know, everybody is going up about how Alicia Lee Witches turned talent. She was good, but then you have to start deducting. This is a talent where it's by yourself. So now you got to start deducting stuff. And when she first got up on the box, she almost failed. Then she didn't hit her mark. But then you got your feathers and all that stuff falling off, and rhinestones and all that kind of stuff falling off the costume and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's a lot of stuff that went into the talent to where, you know, they had room to take off points. She only won by 3 points. So, you know, it ain't like she dusted the girl in the pageant. And when everybody was negating, talking about the fact of how she turned evening gown out and Roxy this and that for gown. Neither one of them won that category. Portia won that. So
You know, that was the most surprising thing about me. Portia
why
won
was that
gown.
even a debate?
Portia
Now,
won gown, and y'all gave her
I
a
didn't agree
50.
with the dancing and who?
You said what? Portia won gown, and they gave her a perfect. But then these people came behind Portia, the witches, Roxy, and y'all thought that was equally as impressive
perfect as that. Now, I don't agree with that.
See, that was my problem with y'all judges, because I don't know. It was a lot of trickery.
Yeah, that was my issue. And a lot of people, you know, I made this post, whatever, got a lot of whatever. Everybody inboxing me saying you don't like Roxy, da-da-da-da. I didn't say nothing about Roxy shouldn't have won. I didn't say nothing about Roxy this. I don't like her. I don't know Roxy at all. I've never met her in person. I don't know. I don't care. My post was saying that how are you giving her a perfect score all night? Two people. How are you comparing, just like Neil said, how are you giving Portia the same score as Roxy? I don't agree with that. Like that gown.
I didn't agree with that either.
And also, I've never been to Glamorous, so I don't know, but I've heard from a male contestant which competed a couple of months ago, and I heard from people that was there a couple of weeks ago that the judges are so far back, they can't see if there's a strand, they can't see if the hair is right, they can't see nothing. So
well,
like, I don't understand how you are
to say where they were. So I wasn't there to shit, but the category is evening wear. It's not evening gown. But I do agree with what Neil said, because there was no way that, you know, Roxy was as perfect as Portia. There was no way that Alicia Lee was as perfect as Portia. It was a lot of stuff to me that I didn't even agree with Alicia Lee, which is evening gown whole. I love the concept, but I didn't think the concept was followed through, executed correctly. It's a lot of stuff that went wrong with that, to the point that she was tripping over. She tripped over the dress. I could see your big old blue shoes, and I'm like, "Where is blue shoe coming from?" And then when I'm thinking, when you take your wig off, that you would be so painted and all of that, and your hair would be so smooth and pretty, and all of that would make that whole look come together, you know, and it just didn't do that for me. But Portia won that category, but that was like the talk of Facebook, period. You know, so I don't understand. So do people not think that, you know, Roxy won the pageant because of gown?
I think that because she only won, like you said, she only won by 3 points. So I feel like if those two judges would not have given her a perfect score, which she did not deserve, in my opinion, she wouldn't have won the pageant.
Okay.
So that's why I feel like, you know, I feel like they shouldn't have crowned her. I feel like those two judges giving her a perfect score all night. Yeah, everybody knows Aja do not get perfect scores. She is the most critical judge ever. Everybody knows that. So for her to give Roxy perfect scores all night in every single category, that seems kind of shady to me.
Well, I heard that Lana was the one that was
but I
tearing the
know
girls
that
up.
she. Oh, yeah, I heard that too. But I seen them score sheets, and all I saw was perfect scores. And I said, Aja don't give perfect scores. I don't know Aja, but yeah, they did, Roxy, but they shouldn't have, because that gown was not a perfect score.
I thought Roxy's talent
But you know
was
what?
great.
The one thing about Roxy gown, which I told Chevelle, is that people was complaining about how Roxy was dancing in the gown. I personally liked that. Like, it was other flaws in the gown, but the way she was modeling and moving, I didn't have a problem with that.
That's what I'm saying. There's a perfect.
Yeah. Y'all have a problem
that's
with
what I'm
people
saying. It's a
leaning
matter
and
of.
stuff. So I don't have a problem with that.
And she just commented and said she was.
And evidently they
but
didn't
she
either.
wanted her. Right, and that's a matter of opinion, and that's fine.
Yeah. So, congratulations to Roxy. Everybody have a difference of opinion. That's why it's 7 judges, and there you have it. Let's talk about these Oscars the other night before we go any further. The Oscars was the other night, and all over this video right here was played over and over and over and over and over.
Do a little costume change?
I'm not wearing a costume. I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana. It's called an evening gown, darling.
Oh, that video.
That wasn't what we were supposed to have been having. We were talking about the other video. I'm so sorry. Sis.
I mean, he held it together.
So, Nicole, do you think Will was wrong for slapping Chris?
Well, violence is not always the answer, but sometimes it's the solution. I don't think Chris will ever make another joke about Jada.
Period.
You know, and that was the answer to that. No, I hate that he did that because it just kind of diminished his moment in time. You know, this was his night. Everybody who was there to root and support for him. But like I posted the other day, everybody want to act so perfect, you know. But have you ever had your breaking point? And but you don't know where that's coming, when or where that's coming. You know, and for every action, there's a reaction. And his reaction was that to protect his wife in that moment. You know, they've had history with these run-ins before with Chris saying everything. And people say, oh, well, you can't be sensitive. These just jokes. Well, words do hurt. Despite what people want to say, sticks and stones may break my bones. Whatever. Yeah, words hurt. Things that people say about people do hurt. But you never know how anyone is going to react in those situations. Now, I saw y'all, and it's not just the Black people, but I've seen a lot of white people have so much to say on this matter. Oh, I'm triggered and I'm traumatized and all of that. Where is all this outrage when the police kill the Black folks? Y'all not outraged and y'all not coming out making no public statements. Y'all not even riding with us or on our side. Y'all don't come out and say nothing. But now, you want to talk about what was assault? What was assault was that y'all had Hattie McDaniel sitting in a room in a hallway waiting till they call her as the winner. She couldn't even sit
with
in the
her
room.
agent.
What is terrible is that in 94 years, there's only been one Black woman to win an Oscar for Best Female Actress. That there's only been 5 Black men. And out of all the 6,000 something categories, only 94 people of color have ever won. That's a shame. I mean, only 66 people of color have ever won. That's abuse. That's something that you should be outraged and triggered by. Should they take his Oscar? No, they shouldn't take his Oscar. He deserved that. Is there any kind of repercussions that should come behind it? Sure it is. Sure it is. But have the same outrage y'all had with Harvey Weinstein or Harvey Weinstein.
I agree, Nicole.
Where's all this? But no, everybody's so triggered and I'm hurt and I'm sickened to my stomach and all of this kind of shit. But y'all don't have no problem with none of the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So folks can kiss Will ass. He got an Oscar. If he don't go back no more, guess what? He gonna go down in the history books as one Oscar. I think he did what he was supposed to do. In that moment, if that's how he felt that he needed to defend his wife, that's what he should do. Y'all got a problem with the Black folks standing up defending Black women?
And I think it's disrespectful
because that's what the problem is boiling down to.
Talk about a Black woman's hair. You don't talk about a Black woman's hair, period, you know. And so that's one thing you do not do. I think Nicole.
And they don't know how many nights he done sat up with her crying and trying to get to a point where she can feel better about herself. Everybody know with black women, they're happy, they crown and glory.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what this has done to
probably
this woman mentally. Yeah, everybody can put on a front and say, oh, I'm all right. We do it all the time as entertainers. Might not be feeling our best about something. We still have to go out and grin and bear it. But you never know what sometimes you say can hurt somebody.
Absolutely.
And that family has been through a lot.
He apologized.
And Will did make a public apology. He did apologize to the Academy and stuff. He posted it on his Instagram 2 days ago and apologized to them and everything and how it all went down. And Chris Rock's ticket sales have skyrocketed. Neil, what you think?
You know, I'm not a person for violence at all. I don't think it's no winners in this situation. I can understand why people agree with what Will Smith did. And I mean, I can understand both sides of the point. I personally didn't know Jada Pinkett had alopecia until after the awards, because her family is so like, they do like eclectic things and eclectic looks. And so I never knew anything was even going on with Jada Pinkett. So,
but I'm sure Chris Rock did. I'm sure he did.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying I didn't know, and I'm sure a lot of other people didn't know. But I just think, ultimately, I think Will Smith was wrong. Both of them, because Chris Rock's joke was lame anyway. It wasn't like,
yeah, but see, Chris Rock even went off the script, Cornelia. That wasn't even in his script. He went off script and did that.
It wasn't. He wasn't hired to be a comedian that night, so he should have just done his job.
He's the comedian. That's his job, a comedian.
That's his job, but he wasn't hired to do his job that night.
But the Oscars, all the Oscars hosts were comedians. They make people laugh, and
yes,
the Oscars every year they like talk about people and do different things. But you know, I think Will Smith has been emasculated by the community for so long that he wanted to do something in that moment. Yeah. To like prove, I don't know what he was trying to prove, but
I don't really think that was it at all.
I don't
honestly.
think he was trying to prove anything.
I don't think that was it at all. Everybody keeps talking about this thing about physical violence, but what about linguistic violence? You know, I think linguistic violence perpetuates physical violence. So for every action, that's a repercussion. You know what I'm saying? So
I do believe that. Like, if I say something to Deidre and Deidre reacts a certain way, I can't control how Deidre reacts to me. However, the law says how Deidre can react to me. So by law, it's certain things. If you hit me, I can't control you hit me, Deidre. That's fine. You hit me. However, if I call the police and they say, I said Deidre got X, Y, and Z, and she did this, blah, 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 but she hit me, they're going to take you in, because by law, me saying something about you, that's not breaking the law.
I'm not by no way and by no means am I saying that he was right in how he reacted, but he is human, and he was having a human experience at that moment. And so sometimes, because even when the guy made the joke, he laughed about the joke. But when he looked at his wife's face and he saw the hurt on her face, all of that changed. And that wasn't the first time Chris Rock has said something derogatory towards her. So I guess
I don't know if it's the first time.
They keep saying that he was laughing at that he was laughing at what he said, but Will was just laughing at what he was saying prior. He immediately turned around and went into that joke. So they caught Will laughing, but he was laughing at the stuff that he was saying before he said that.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like,
and he did like how all black folks say. Yeah, you can say what you want to say. Let me get my bond money ready.
And I saw a post where a lady said that she like when he stood up, Jada could have pulled him back and told him no. Don't go up there in that. But Tiffany Haddish was on the red carpet and she ran into the lady and she got the lady right together, and that's what this video came from.
Do a little costume change.
I'm not wearing a costume. I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana. It's called an evening gown, darling. This is not, no one's paying me for this. I paid for it. It's custom. Thank you.
Time of death for me right now. You look gorgeous.
This is not an acting gig. This is my life. This what fame look like. This what success look like. This what money look like. This what it look like. It's what it look like.
When is your book coming out called This What It Looked Like? And I will just read the entire
That
book.
book's not coming no time soon, but I Curse You With Joy will be out in November.
Okay.
And Layla, the Last Black Unicorn, will be out next month.
I'm doing so much right now. Okay.
I'm just, trying to accomplish a lot of things before 50. What are you doing?
Well, I'm wondering something.
You out here with no shoes on, I'm jealous.
No shoes on. Here's the thing. I'm from Chicago.
And you out here with no shoes on?
This is warm weather to me.
I know, it's hot out
here. Red her to the floor.
She got it right together. You would not call my Dolce & Gabbana no costume, honey. This is not a costume. This is evening.
Period.
These people in the comments are really tickling me tonight, talking about what folks will and won't do. How many times have y'all ran up and bust a bitch in their mouth?
They couldn't up tonight.
Yeah, ain't nobody ran up and hit Miss Sophia in her mouth or nothing like that. But I'm sure a lot of times folks probably wanted to, or maybe the people just ain't got to their breaking point where they ran up to do that. But look how many times you've been at your breaking point and you done got into a fight in the club. Oh, I'm sick of this bitch rolling her eyes at me. Pow! Y'all gone on with that bullshit. Y'all gone on. That man handled that situation the way he felt like he should handle it. And in that moment, that's what he was feeling. So you cannot keep telling people how to react. Now, he probably shouldn't have put his hands on him, but he felt like he should have. And so he did. But once again, I bet you, he out his first gig tonight since the Oscars. I bet you he ain't made no jokes about Jada tonight.
He should. I bet you he didn't.
But I bet you he haven't. I bet you he haven't.
Well, I think he should. What you gonna say, Neil?
So I'm gonna leave that alone.
Like say she been trained. Yes, God, you trained her well, honey. She got it right together.
But you don't know somebody's breaking point. She could have literally been talking about that on the way there.
When you are a public figure, I feel like as a public figure, you can't have a breaking point because people are always going to talk about you. People talk about all types of public figures. And even y'all, when I say, oh, Nicole is doing the same boring show or she doing this, X, Y, Z, you're a public figure, so people are going to have their opinions about you.
Right. So you be on the lookout now here.
well, it's gonna go a little different than that.
It might be my breaking point that night.
So, one thing I want to do say was overlooked was Lady Gaga and Liza Minnelli. It was so good to see Liza Minnelli. It was beautiful to me, and when Lady Gaga was saying that she was having trouble, she told her, I got you, and she was like, I know. Liza Minnelli is a legend. And for her to be out there at that moment going through what she's going through and Lady Gaga having that moment with her, I thought that it was absolutely beautiful. It actually brought tears to my eyes. When I seen it, I was like, first of all, I was like, why she look so little? Then I realized she's in a wheelchair. I was like, oh my God. And I haven't seen Liza Minnelli in a long time. And I'm a Liza Minnelli fan. And so it was just a beautiful moment, And,
is that Liza with a Z?
Oh, you say what, Neil?
He said, "Is that Liza with the Z?"
Not Lisa with an S.
It's amazing how the older she's gotten, the more she really looked like her mama.
Yeah, she acts like her. She acts like her. But so shout out to Liza Minnelli. I thought that was really beautiful. It's another subject that I want to tap in tonight, but guess what? We're gonna tap into it next week because I know y'all want to hear me talk about it. But we are at our end of the show because I have to go. And but I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Deidre, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Really Appreciate you stopping by. Vita, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Also, y'all more than
Thank you.
welcome to join us anytime. And y'all jumped in at the last minute, so I really, really do appreciate you guys coming on the show. If y'all like what we do here, please go and subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube, and also click the Our Point of View like page on Facebook and join us. We are here each and every Wednesday, and at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern. It's been an amazing night. Don't y'all agree?
Yes.
Yes.
And
So
I
good to
thank
be
y'all
back.
so much. But guess what? That topic that I said I was going to talk about, I'm still
I
talking
can't
about
wait.
it next week, because I made a post about it today, and I really want to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about. I'm definitely gonna talk about it next week.
You need
gotta
good
go
timing.
somewhere?
You need some timing.
Yes,
to
I have
talk
a
about
birthday
that.
show.
I was saying it's on 10:30 out there.
Yeah, it's 10:30, baby. I have a birthday show. I started the show. I'm telling you, I had a birthday show. That's why we started early today, and then I was still late. Okay, so we would have been done at 10. But I know y'all want to talk about it, so that means y'all got to tune in next week. I always keep you on more here at Our Point of View. We thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love y'all every week. Everybody.
Good night.
Back on.
Ooh, honey, I gotta go.
Baxter.
I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. 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 I gotta. If I tell you the kids had came in and tuned in tonight, baby. Yes, they did, honey. I hope y'all got y'all juice, cause guess what, baby? I got mine. I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all better tune in next week, baby, for the next episode of the Boom Boom Show. I gotta go. Honey, I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. Baby. Ooh, honey. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta